Hi guys, how's it going? Hey, welcome back to the peak of the week shave. Hey, all downhill from here to Friday now. Woo! But for now, we're on the Wednesday shave, and as you've seen by the thumbnail, we've got a good one lined up for you today. We'll go through the stuff. First off, check out the brush. PAA Starcrafter. I love this colour, absolutely love it, wonderful, love this brush. Doug and Fran just always get it spot on, don't they? We're going to put that there in the official John Shaves Super Soaker. Show you, just in case you forgot what a cut looked like. Oh my word, here we are, we're in from work. It's about 3:10, just in from work. Yeah, we've got a good one lined up for you today. Come on, we'll do the razor. Here it is, my favourite adjustable razor of all time, #1 of all time. There it is, the Merkur Progress adjustable razor. Straight at the top like this. Get that off, there you go. And the blade we're going to be putting in there, courtesy of Steve. Thank you, Steve. Steve D sent me these over, and with that box full of stuff he sent me Ming. Now I've used Ming razors before, and they were alright, you know. I used it in a Ming, and they were okay. They're a good razor. So I thought I would try it today in this Progress. There we go. That's what it looks like there, and that's what it says on the back. Ming. That actually says made in China. Subscribe to John Shaves 101, just in case you can't read Chinese, that's all. Okay, let's have a look. Double wrapped, and it's good. Double wrapped in some pretty decent quality paper actually. And there's what it says on the blade there. You see that? There's the other side of it. It says diamond, that says diamond super stainless there, if you can't read Chinese. Honestly, I didn't read it in English off the back of the blade. I would never cheat you that way. Now when you're doing this, I'm sure I'm preaching to the choir, but the top cap has a notch on it there, and the bottom plate there has an arrow pointing up. They've got to be the same end, they've got to match up like that, because what that means is that your adjustment dial down here will then be regulated. Let's have a look around now. What we're going to do now, I'm going to start off on 1, then I'm going to do 2, then I'm going to do the pickups, the final pass and pickups on 3. 1, 2, 3. Honestly, it's there. It's that Wednesday thing, isn't it? I'm trying hard to concentrate and keep awake. There you go, the aftershave and the balm. Here we go, blue Stratos. That's £6, that's £3 on Amazon. I'll try and leave a link to that, and that should take you in turn to this. Talk a little bit about links in the course of this shave, so stay tuned. There you go, that's it. Look, that smells like that, but not as powerful, not as potent, but it does smell the same. The reason I'm using this is because it smells very, very similar to this white plastic tub. No, this was sent to me by Daz McGuinness. Thank you, Daz. There you go. We'll see if we can get it. You've seen it in the thumbnail. Wet the face, TABOO. Can you see that? I'm trying to get it there. Trying to get it so you can see it there because the light's shining in this window. If you look at the thumbnail, that's actually what you're seeing. I went on some editing software, took a picture of that and superimposed it. I can't believe I'm saying that I actually did that, but I did. So it's in there, that's what you see. And here we go. TABOO, top notes of mandarin, apricot, orange and tajitis. Tajitis, what is it, tajitis? It's a flower. There's another name for it. I can't think, there's a really common name for that flower, like a gardenia or something like that. But it's a flower that smells like apple. So it's top notes of mandarin, apricot, orange and tajitis. It's a warm, inviting undertone. Comprises of balsam, rum, rose, violet, jasmine, ylang-ylang and iris. The sensual bass notes are a heady blend of sandalwood, blackcurrant, wild pears, vanilla, musk and vetiver. This is a complex scent and intoxicating. It's an absolutely beautiful scent, guys, and I think the reason it goes well with this is because I know there is jasmine. Let me think now. There is jasmine, citrus, and vanilla. It is. I checked these, and because I wanted to see what they were selling. But so there's elements of the top, mids, and base note scent profile in that, as there is in that. So that's probably why it goes very well together. I put it in this. There you go. Look at that. Oh, and it does. Oh, you get citrus, vanilla, sandalwood. You do. Oh, it just smells absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Daz was that sent me this. It just smells absolutely. I'm really looking forward to using it. Let's get straight in. I've used wet the face soaps before. They've always been good performers. The scents are good, but some of them haven't been to my taste. But you know, your mileage may vary, as we say. Yeah, there you go. But look at this. How long we've been going with that, guys? How long we've been going? Seconds. So what we'll do is we'll wet the face. We'll crack on. And we'll chat some bubbles. Chat some bubbles. Oh my word. I was telling my son off when he was about 14, you know, when they start to develop a chest and attitude. I was telling him off, he's like, you're chatting bubbles. You're chatting bubbles, Dad. He thought he was being all gangster. And I just couldn't stop laughing, you know. And then he got offended because I was laughing at him. He stormed off to his bedroom, which is what I wanted him to do anyway. So anyway, I'm waffling on. That's where that comes from. Oh my word, how are you all doing? Oh, I've got some. Look at this. Wow, have you seen that? Come on, I'm going to dip the whole brush. What's this? A whole brush in there, look. And there was not. Look at this, guys. There was not a lot in there. Absolutely wonderful. Look at this. Wow. Don. Look at this going everywhere. Don has hit the nail on the head with this. I don't know if it's all his soaps are the same. Oh my word, look at this. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. Check that out for a leather. Absolutely wonderful. We'll do the slickness test. There you go. Right in there. Yeah, very slick, very slick. I wouldn't have expected anything else. There you go. Let's clean this up. Let's clean this. It's a wet shave. It's going to get messy, isn't it? And then we'll start. We're on number 1. Let's see if I can. I don't think you'll be able to see it. I might just try, you know, and get some nail varnish or something, and just put the numbers in red and the little dot in red. I think red would look really nice with that to give it a kind of a retro feel. Here we go. We'll go about there. This razor is wonderful. It's absolutely wonderful. It chrome look, and that little retro. I know so many people don't like that. I personally love it. Think it looks fantastic. Wouldn't have it any other way. This razor, look, it's just absolute quality. It just does what it says on the tin. A real smooth, close, efficient shave. Absolutely wonderful. You feel that now we're on number 1, it goes all the way up to 5 and then some. I think it goes up to 6 because it goes 5, and before it even starts to loosen, it'll go all the way back round again to 5.5, almost 6. Yeah. So let me know what you think of the progress. It was my number 1 razor of all time. And I suppose if I'm being honest, it still is. But as somebody, as somebody once pointed out to me, they thought it was quite unfair to compare an adjustable razor with a non-adjustable razor. So, in the interest of fairness, I would say if I had an overall number 1 razor of all time, it would be that. So then quite obviously that's going to be my number 1 adjustable razor. So what's going to be, if you're watching this channel, you should know this, what is number 1 favourite non-adjustable? And in my opinion, it leaves everything else way behind. I mean, way behind. I'll give you time to have a think of Johnny's favourite non-adjustable DE razor. 4 letters in the name, you're thinking, oh yeah, come on. There we go, let's get that up now to 2. Can you see that? I don't know if you can, but it's on 2 now. And we'll go across the grain on 2. Yeah, it's the Blackland Dart. Blackland Dart, it really is. For a non-adjustable razor, that is just absolutely phenomenal. It is just, oh, Blackland. I don't know, this is only my opinion, but Blackland just knocked it right out of the park with a dart. I mean, they really did. Absolute stratospheric razor. And I have to be honest, if I wasn't recording my shaves, I love all my razors, and I will always keep all my razors, but if I wasn't recording my shaves, the vast, overwhelming majority of them would be either that or the Blackland Dart. It really would. There you go. Shall we use the dart on Saturday? That's what we'll do. We'll dig it out and we'll get that Blackland Dart and we'll use that on Saturday. But I'll put a link to that blue Stratos balm, if I can remember, under this. It's only £3. £23 on Amazon. But links, what I wanted to talk to you about. You'll see under this video a link to the razor company. And I may have mentioned before, well I know I've mentioned before, that if you use that link to go to the razor company, here we go, number 3, there you go, one, number 3. If you use that link to go to the razor company, the only thing, and I stress this because I have had a few messages asking about privacy and so on, so this is why I stress this. The only thing it tells them, right, it tells them you came here from this video. It tells them you came from John Shaves 101. That's the only thing it tells them. So, there is a point to what I'm saying. If you use that link and then go to the razor company, and then while the window's open, you make a purchase, the razor company very, very kindly sent me a commission. It's a percentage, I think it's 5% of whatever you spend. The razor company send me that PayPal. And it's very, very generous of them. I don't know if I've got a code for them. It's just that affiliate link. Maybe type in John 101 if you're getting something from there and see if it works. I don't know. I don't think anyone's ever done that. Usually just a link. But I do waffle on them. Here's the point. In the last month, 4 of you's lovely people have very kindly used my link to get to the razor company and then bought something. Now, any commission received is always put back into the channel. It is. I'll usually buy a soap or a splash for an existing soap that I've got that I've not used yet or something. I don't need razor blades. Sometimes I may save it up and buy an unusual razor or something like that. But the point is, it all gets put back into the channel. And here's the thing, right? I sent a razor to a fellow wet shaver in the United States. No, 4 passes. Come on, 4. Yeah, we want to do a 4-pass shave. Let's dip that in there. We're going to do a 4-pass shave. So yeah, I sent a razor to a fellow wet shaver in the United States, and the post office, I went the postage, £16. £16. And they said if you want it tracked, it's an extra 10. Absolutely astounded. I thought it was going to be about 6, to be honest with you. So anyway, I paid the £16. I came home and I was sat there, and I didn't regret it, but I mean it's not an amount to be sniffed at, that is it? £16. So I was thinking, £16. Anyway, and here's the point. Just as I said that, I got an email from the razor company. 4 referrals, or 4 referrals this month. Your commission's just been sent over via PayPal. I thought, I didn't even know. I'll be honest, I didn't even know what it was or any was coming. I didn't. I opened it, and guess how much the commission was, guys? £16. £16 commission. So you guys out there, your kindness and your generosity helped me, because everything's open here. Do you know what I mean? I'm not one of these people that hides anything or does anything ulterior motive. And your commission, you 4 guys that went and used my link, you helped me to send, well, you paid the postage for that, for me to send a razor to a fellow YouTube wet shaver over in the United States. There you go. That's it. So thank you. Thank you to y'all. Look at that. Look, eh? Oh, like that is fantastic. That is brilliant. That soap feels absolutely wonderful. But do you know, look how lean in, guys. Look, that is as bald as a coot. And if you know what a coot is, let me know, because I've said that my whole life. Bald as a coot. I don't know what a coot is. I'm assuming it's some kind of bird, bald eagle, something. But anyway, that, guys, is absolute BBS. That it really, really is. The progress, you can't beat it. You can't. Your mileage may vary. In Johnsville, the progress is what it's all about. There you go. That's an absolutely sensational shave. Look at that. Not a sting, no irritation, not a scratch, not a cut, not a nick, nothing. Absolute. Oh, that blue Stratos. Absolutely wonderful, and we'll get some of the balm on here. And that's it. Let me know what you think of the shave, guys. Good and bad. Let me know what your shave is. Oh. And let me know what you think of blue Stratos. My wife says, I wear some of these. She said, you smell like an old man from the 1970s. And what do we say, guys? Thank you. Thank you. I did actually say that to her once, and she went, well, you want to smell like an old man? I went, yep, correct. Anyway, that's it. What a shave, guys. What an absolute legendary shave from the Progress. And that brush and that soap done, wet the face. That's absolutely wonderful, wonderful stuff. May try and get hold of the Splash, because if it smells anything like that soap, I've got more soap now, that was the sample. But you could use a Splash as a standalone. Anyway, I'm waffling again because I'm tired. I'm looking 21 minutes. Jeepers creepers. Have a great week, guys. Look after yourselves. Look after each other. And remember, be the change that you wish to see in the world. And then you've changed the world, haven't you? Thanks to you all. Look after yourselves. And I'll see you on Saturday. Bye.